So in general term, business nothing but buying and selling. General term, buying and selling of goods in the market at a reasonable price. If you want to sustain for the long period, you must maintain the quality for the product or service what you are offering. Create utility means actually if any product or service offering to the consumers with the intentions to get a utilization by the consumer. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Natesh, lecturer in commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the Unit 1, Session 1, second semester B.B.A. Business Environmental, which is the Introductions to Business Environmental. And today my agenda, meaning of business. You will get more clarity what is exactly the business, okay? And the definition, there is standard definition given by the experts. And objective of business, any business, they are setting an objective. So the scope of business, which is very quite similar to importance. Moving forward, so the first meaning of business has a general meaning. If any common person can understand, business means there is buying and selling. Okay, so the producer start producing the product or providing a service to with the intentions to serve the customers. Okay, to try to go for selling. Okay, they are trying to go for selling the product for those who are really required. So the business is very simple, which is a business, either you can say the industry or commercial activity or service. Okay, there are different types of manufacturing unit, even the assembly industry, FMCD, whatever the business which is related to just for selling the product and okay with the intentions to make a profit. Here it is a process where the goods and service, because in the general words, which is a process. Okay, now producer will start producing the product with the intentions to sell the product. So with the intention to sell the product, of course, they are expecting a profit margin. So our exchange among the buyer and seller, there are two parties. One is seller selling the product to buyer. The buyer, they are trying to purchase the product. There is something exchange process we are able to identify. So from the money or profit, because there no one is starting with the intentions to doing a charity, right? So any businessman, they are starting the business. Okay, definitely they are making a profit. Okay, all the businessman, the profit maximum motivation is very important. So in general term, business nothing but buying and selling. General term, buying and selling of goods in the market at a reasonable price. Because in the market structure, different types of market structure we are identifying: monopoly, oligopoly, pure competition, perfect competition. Because when you are standing in the monopoly, whatever you are fixing a price, the consumers or customers are accepting. But in case of oligopoly or perfect competition, so you need to study the environmental which is related to the competitor factor, even the substitute product, what and all available. The reasonable price if you are fixing, of course your customers are purchasing a product. Moving forward for definition. So in the previous slide, which is very clearly the transparently the business meaning you understood. So there is a standard definition is given by Stephenson. Define business as a regular production or purchase and sale of goods undertaken with an objective of earning profit and acquiring wealth through the satisfaction of human want. So here we identify the major key point. One is which is a regular production. So any businessman starting a business not for a certain period, so they want to carry the business for the long period. Now productions will be keep on increasing, so based on the demand. So the productions, if they started business, so their intentions to carry forward the business for a long period. So which is a production is continuous basis, and the purchase and sale. What exactly as a businessman they are purchasing? A machinery, raw material, if you're semi-goods or okay. So the what and all is required for the production, they start purchasing, which is there is something called business functions will be starting from the production ending with the sale. In between there is is a lot of gap you are identified. So, and after producing the product, certain process immediately, a few product can be immediately sale, or some product after manufacturing or production is completed, they want to store in the storeroom or warehouse, go done. Okay, so there are different, even the transportation you need to carry for the where exactly the customers are showing the interest for purchasing your product or getting a service. Okay, so undertaken with an objective of earning profit, because if they started production for mass production, they started, so of course they are trying to go, sell for the customers after selling the product for the customer, because they will generate, because whatever the cost of the productions will be incurred, so as a businessman, as a producer, they are charging a margin for that. So even the profit is very important for sustain to survival and acquiring wealth through the satisfaction of human want, because we are standing in the modern corporate world. So unless as a businessman, if they're not studying the consumer needs and wants, of course we are not taking a right decision. So whatever you produce the product, you have to study customer, what they are showing interest, what is the priority, what exactly they want. So human wants only, based on the human wants, the businessman they start producing, so which is given by the Stephenson. Now second definition given by the Professor Owen, define a business is an enterprise. Business is an enterprise engage in the production and distribution of goods. Okay, the key points is very important here. So the Professor Owen is given, which is a business is an enterprise. So because if you started a business with the intentions to make a profit, so you are starting enterprises, so which is starting from the process called production. Okay, so and distributing, you need to carry your product, what you produce, for the end consumption point. Okay, so that is only possible with the help of distribution channel. For sale in the market and rendering service for the price. Here the major two product, physical product and service product. So service is an intangible, physical product which can be a visible, you can touch, you can feel. So of course the businessman are providing either physical product or service related product. There are too many types of service are offered to the end consumer. If you take an example, internet service, okay, so airline ticket booking service, so there are too many types you can identify. Moving forward for the objective of business, so there are different types of, many types of objectives set by individual business, but commonly what and all you can identify. The first one, quality of product and service. If you want to sustain for the long period, you must maintain the quality for the product or service what you are offering. Okay, now business to business, there are too many variations we are finding. So every customers are giving priority for the quality product and quality service. If they're getting service from the service render, if the customers are finding very disturbance or quality is not there, means the customers can be passing message for the other customer, for negative impressions will be creating. So that's what you need to maintain a quality, because we are standing in the competitive world. So you need to maintain certain standard of quality. That's what the quality, total quality control. Okay, so next, profit making. Any business either physical product related or service related product, everybody their intentions to make a profit. The profit is of course the profit maximizations, always they are thinking how to generate a profit. And growth, which is nothing but, suppose you are started at the time of first time when you started small unit, so slowly you start capturing a market growth. So the growth what you are finding, okay, for example in the year of 2020 you started business, you start captured only for 10% in that year. Now slowly for next year you have created more awareness, now it is increased for 15% market share. Okay, so because I am talking related, there are different types of product. Okay, so which product is having a regular demand. Okay, so of course you start capturing, you you are finding a growth. Again, you are establishing one more unit, you are extending your market, okay, for city, for example, one Karnataka you captured, now you try to go for Andhra or Tamil Nadu. That is nothing but you are finding a growth here. And employee satisfaction and development. Now each and every employee, they are asset for the company. They are working for the common goal, okay, set by the businessman or owner of the company. So you need to satisfy the employee. And development, how you developing your the development strategy implemented by within the company, okay. So there are development you are finding like training providing to the employee, okay, just for motivating. Whenever your employees are motivated or satisfied, you can expect you can achieve the desired goal what you set. And the market leadership, everyone is always thinking about the market leadership. If you take example for South Indian companies like FMCG, MTR is almost to the capture. Now they are leader in the South Indian market. Even they are extended for the different South area or different now which is become an MNC company, okay. So now market leadership, even you can take example for Colgate, okay, or PNG. And the challenging, any business without having a challenging related to competition, challenging related to capturing a market share, challenging related to you are extending a business, or challenging related to growth of your business. So challenge you must, of course, you have to face the challenge. And good corporative citizenship, good corporate citizen, because we are standing, once you started businessman, we are standing in the corporate world. So the citizenship what you are decided, okay, and the power, how much you are taking a power on the market, how much you are taking a power on the capturing a customer, the whatever your power use, for example, the top 10 company, Fortune 500 company, so they having a lot of powers, right? So now next, service to society, because the consumers are expecting a too many product and service from the businessman, okay. So for example, you are providing lot of offer, you offered many product for the society, society only you are finding a consumers they are showing interest, which is nothing but your service. Now if you take for corporate social responsibility, which is also related for the businessman, they are trying to protect the society. That's what you have to produce a best product, suitable product, affordable price you are fixing. Moving forward for the scope of business, the worker welfare, because the scope of business means once you started business, you are not at all alone. So you are recruiting a many technical workers, non-technical workers, one-shot workers, contract workers. There are different types of workers, okay. You need to bother about their welfare, okay. So that's what according to the government, they are setting some standard. There are different acts which is related to protecting a workers, okay, and the proper utilization of resource. So every resource we are getting from the natural, okay, definitely we need to utilize properly. Then only if the wasted material, if you try to convert for the benefited product, of course the consumers are getting a lot of benefit. The proper utilization of resource is very important. The resource can be a raw material, labor force, machinery, your skill, so everything. Because if you take example for you are recruiting a managing manager, so paying a standard salary, so that's what the skill you have to utilize properly. And create utility, because now there are different types of utility we are finding, but create utility means actually if any product or service offering to the consumers with the intentions to get a utilization by the consumers, so that is nothing but the created by the businessman. and improvement standard of living, because nowadays we are getting a plenty of product in the one roof, like example supermarket, Walmart. If you take the cost of living, the consumers whatever they required for the day to day life, so they are getting from the businessman. Of course they are living in the better, so they are living in society, because of cost of living, okay, the business are providing an opportunity for the consumer. So now employment opportunity, because here there are too many company, business, enterprises located, because any businessman, owner of the company, he cannot do work alone. So that's what he tried to give an opportunity for other people. So which is nothing but creating a more opportunity. Those who are keen interested to start your business, you can start your own business. Okay. So based on the guidelines followed, based on the certain legal guidelines you need to follow, and better quality and large variety of goods and service, because any businessman, if you are not maintaining a better quality product or service what you are offering to the consumer, so of course you cannot sustain for the long period. So that's what the wide variety of product and service are available. That's what you need to maintain a quality. If you are maintaining a standard quality for long period, of course you can tackle your competitors. Keep on watch for next section. Thank you.